Say hi, everybody. Hi. All right. Leichman Research Group and their study titled Television's Changing Face discovered that over 3/4 of households in the US have at least one HD TV set. It's a lot of TVs. 3/4 of households in all of America? That is crazy. It shows just how much technology has advanced in relation to media and how people really want high definition stuff. But what is it that we're buying when we buy an HD TV set? Graphics processing units, or GPUs. That's what we're really buying. They're what produce the high quality images that we want. For those who aren't so tech savvy, my presentation will show you a little bit of how they work in relation to motherboards and bus lanes. I'll also compare two cards to show you kind of how things have developed so quickly over the years, and finally I'll show you why it is that they developed so quickly. So I'm studying to take the A+ certification exam to become an IT, and I found this awesome website called ProfessorMesser.com, and he's in his video Motherboard Expansion Slots and Bus Lanes, he kind of describes how the motherboard connects everything. Basically, information travels to and from the GPU through bus lanes on the motherboard. Now, these motherboards are in every device: computers, laptops, TVs, radios. Everything has a motherboard that connects all the units. To help explain how this works, think of a 4-lane highway. The speed limit's 80 miles per hour. You're trying to go 10 miles down the road to the grocery store, and there's 100 cars that are going down the road. Right? Gonna get there pretty fast. Now take the same highway, and let's say that we cut out 3 of the lanes because there's construction and the speed limit's now 45 miles per hour. Right, it's going to take much longer to get to that grocery store with 100 cars going down one lane, so you try to avoid that as much as possible. It's the same thing, higher numbers mean faster rates and better quality images. Now, the first card that I found to show you a little bit of how technology has advanced so quickly is the NVIDIA GeForce GT 220. This card came out like late 2008, early 2009. It has like 790 megahertz memory clock, 1 gig of RAM. It's a pretty decent card for the cost. You can play DVDs, you can get video games from that area and kind of play them on medium-low settings. It'll be fine. This card, the GTX 980, came out a couple months ago. Now these are significantly higher numbers here. It says 7 gigabytes memory clock speed, it's 4 gigs of RAM. Basically, this card creates universes and just completely dominates them. It can just run everything it wants, whenever it wants to. You can play Blu-ray, supports up to 4 monitors, and the new high-def standard 4K. But how did we go from like 2008, so just 7 years ago, to like this super overpowered card just a couple months ago? Like, that seems like a lot in a short amount of time. And that's because of simplicity of design. I bought an R9 270X graphics card by Gigabyte in hopes that running Crossfire, which is a completely different subject, I would get somewhere near the GTX 980, which I did not. But to show you, I have here the instruction manual for the Gigabyte card of how to install it into your computer. It is super complicated process. I can't begin to tell you how long it took me. I don't know how I figured it out without blowing myself up, but here's some of the instructions here. Hopefully you guys can figure this out. Unplug and turn off and unplug the computer, step 1. Step 2, remove the cover, locate the PCIe Express slot, and put the card into the slot. Step 3, return the cover. Step 4, plug in the appropriate video cable. Step 5, turn the power back on and turn your computer back on. It's really not that hard, guys. The hardest thing in there is the PCIe slot, which is clearly labeled on the motherboard. You basically take the cover off, you plug it in, put it back on, plug the power, the cord, you turn it on. It does it all by itself. Really, really simple. And because of this simplicity, there's a high demand for these products. Since everyone could do it themselves, they're like, hey, just give me the better stuff. Why do I have to wait for some movie to come out? Why do these people get stuff more? So just pay more money, you get better things. So we've learned a little bit about the graphics cards, the GPUs. We've seen a little bit of how they work. Compared two cards, so you can see how quickly things have advanced. Now you know why they advanced, because everything is so simple. But I implore you, we should probably take it a little bit slower. as we speed down media's highway of technological advancement, stopping only to gobble up the latest and greatest tech, we have to remember that the best things in life are things we take the time to enjoy. If you wait just a couple of years in between buying your awesome TV, you'll discover that the quality gets much better, and that'll help you to shop smarter. Thank you.